It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground. Hall up past the 30. Second down coming up. But, Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Dances by him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. The Dolphins at 14-2 heading into this final week. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Here's Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Play action, now it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Complete to Newsom. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Boom. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Boom. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Boom, going right back to Wilson. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Paul ought to give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Boom. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murphy going to try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again here with Murphy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murphy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Murphy running straight ahead. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, here's Tua, rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. Now Murphy. And he'll go down at the 28. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. Now here's Murphy. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want. NFL, a complete back, 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. to start the drive. Boom. Pass incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead is Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. Give to Hall running right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off play action. Boom. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll run it again with Miller. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Tua going to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Inside handoff now. Miller. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They set up the screen to Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kendrick Miller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you can see he leads the league in rushing as he enters this final week. So we'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll go with Murphy here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to pass. Tua. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Jets offense and headed out for this next possession. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Boom. Catch made right side by Wilson. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. Boom. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Looking to throw. Boom. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second and 5 now. Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Again, it's Miller. A strong running. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Miller will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Boom. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So we stop for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw again. Able to slither by. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Operating from the gun. Boom. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 70. And the Jets are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's complete. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They begin with a run by Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. Throwing on second down. Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So nothing doing there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Boom. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Boom. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught by Herbert. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And fights through one man. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Looking to throw. Boom. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. And they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Miami, they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.